Before we start the video, there was parts of this comment I forgot to go through, but Charles Rogers, who died at 38, he won the Biletnikoff Award in college. Fred Biletnikoff played under John Madden, and Madden, born in Minnesota, which equals 38. And Justin Wise was leaving this comment. Very good, exceptional sports decoder and sports riddle finder. He's telling you that Madden's going to go down before he turns 83, which, very well. It's either him or another Raider great. Remember, we saw receiver Cliff Branch die on 8/3. Football equals 83. Murder equals 83. And that's why these things are happening. With the 38, he's looking at John Madden. We can look at John Madden real quick and see a little clue into exactly what could happen and be the fate of him. If you don't know who John Madden is, he's just an asset for the government. They use him to sell their games that are 110 trillion% more realistic than the actual sport of NFL. And that's the truth. So right now he's 83 years old. So before he turns 84 next year, he could die. And wouldn't that be the perfect age for him to die in 83? John Madden. And don't forget that this guy is a Freemason, born with a lifeless number 33, Masonry equals 33. So, just to show you who's responsible. So when you see the rest of this video, you'll know who's putting this on, who's practicing the numerology, and you see how other people understand what's going on. We're also going to look at the Don Cherry fired from hockey. Fired equals 33 as well. So thanks a lot, Jan John. Thanks a lot, Justin Wise. Really appreciate both your knowledge. Enjoy the video. What's good? It's Chigozy. It's Monday, November 11th, 2019. Justin Wise brought up something really interesting with the number 38. Former Lions wide receiver Charles Rogers did at 38. And then also, Jan John brought up Don Cherry from Hockey Night in Canada was fired after 38 years today. Comments about immigration got him fired. Because it's sports propaganda, they always got to tie this sports into the mainstream media, divisive propaganda narratives. They're doing it again with Trump, immigration, etc. So we're going to see these two stories, see why they're by the number 38. I really appreciate both these gentlemen and showing us clear examples today. And just look at the implications of this. Two people who don't know each other, who didn't coordinate this, they're both commenting today about 38. So first off, why are they both talking about 38? It's clearly an important number. This is for anyone new who thinks that I pull things out my ass. Death equals 38. Killing equals 38. Murder equals 38. RIP equals 38. Murder by Numbers coming out in 83, the song. The movie poster, they changed the two numbers. I'll just show you that later when we get into the ritual. But this is gematria, the practice of coding numbers behind words. D is the fourth letter. E is the fifth. 4 plus 5 is 9. A is the first. That's 10 now. T is the 20th. That's 30. Add H, it's 8. 30 is that simple. See how T is the 20th letter? 2 plus 0 is 2. So you can reduce each letter to single digit, add them all. So then when you do something like killing, you get 38. Because K is 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. That's it. And you can reverse the alphabetical order and then also apply the numerology to each digit. So we're going to do this as we go through these two rituals and see why they're doing this. And first off, I'm going to start with the date numerology. Oh, now it's November 12th. But they're putting all this out on November 11th, 2019, a date with 34, life less the number. Murder equals 34, killing equals 43, murder equals 38, and killing equals 38 as well. You see what they're doing? They're playing with these patterns and bringing the associated stories with them. Assassin equals 61. So we'll look at the murder by numbers first. And then we'll see how they parallel it in hockey with someone being fired after 38 years. And remember, that means his contract, his career was canceled. Cancel equals 38, 34. They with 34 life lesson number, we're getting this type of stuff. Charles Rogers. Oh, spelled his name wrong. Charles Rogers died at 38. Was an American professional football player. So, see where he died, and look where he died. In Florida. He died at 38 years old in Florida. Death, killing, murder, 38. Dying at 38 in Florida. Why is it important that he died in Florida? Because Florida equals 38. You see how they're using the gematria. And again, Florida equals 43. So do you see how it equals 43? They want to pay tribute to that by using it as a killing pattern. So 43, 38, he dies on a date with 43 numerology in Florida, which equals 38. Very clear what these people are doing. Fort Myers, Florida. (93) 228, death equals 228 as well. In the English Sumerian cipher, which is just the alphabetical order times 6, it's one of these ciphers outside these base ciphers that they use all the time. Death equals 228. I've already showed you the starter kit you can use for death, for decoding murder by numbers with the other ciphers, and the English Sumerian is a big one you want. Death equals 228. You see what I'm saying? Fort Myers, Florida, 228. 93 stamped over black people as well, their death. MLK, Malcolm X, the date they made. Let me make sure this guy's even black. I saw a picture of a black guy on the. Yeah, I figured. They like killing these black men. I mean, it's usually what they do anyway. But anyway, you see how these people are doing this. MLK, Malcolm X, the only date they met was the date with 93 numerology. I just want to do Fort Myers by itself. Oh, 139. Don't you like this? 139, the 34th prime number. Dying on a date with a lifeless number of 34. Freemasonry equals 139. It's also a date with 50 numerology. He died on a date with 50 days remaining in Fort Myers, which equals 50. America equals 50, 32, NFL 32. But this is college football. Well, he did play in the NFL too. But it doesn't matter. It's all from the same NFL gang. The White House is the NFL. It's the same one world order. So you also want to do his name gematria. I mean, this is perfect. We're already this far in. Charles Rogers, 148. In the Jewish cipher, nigger equals 148 as well. This cipher is based on the Latin alphabet. Very good cipher to them. Don't forget how death equals 118 in this cipher as well. And notice how on November 8th, there's a lot of deaths reported from then through till today. And there'll be plenty more. I'm sure this whole month will be just a giant death month. So he played for Michigan State Spartans. Of course, he played for Michigan. Michigan's the big sacrificial state. If you're from Michigan, you're like, what do you mean? It's this simple. Michigan equals 46 and 44. Kill equals 44. Sacrifice equals 46. It's that simple. That's all you need to know. There's, of course, a deeper reason and this and that. But because that sacrifice in the same cipher equals 46, Genesis 46 starts with a sacrifice. Don't you see what these people are doing? And when you see how it's always biblical, it's always these tributes to history, to the Bible, and the Catholic Church running it all. I mean, it doesn't even matter which version you look at. You see what they're doing. Genesis 46. So Israel equals 64 deflection. So Israel set out with all that was his, and when he reached Beersheba, he offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac. Genesis 46. Sacrifice equals 46. And you see what we're doing here. Michigan 46 is where he played for. Michigan also equals 44, like kill. And here's how you also remember things. Wisconsin. Not every state equals 44, but you know Wisconsin equals 44, 118. We had a lot of death rituals from them. Georgia. And now if you can think back, I do hear about these places a lot. But the number one state, you know, someone might argue Colorado as well is the 38th state. But honestly, for what we've really seen, especially on the front page propaganda, especially today, this guy being from Florida, Florida is the number one death, killing, murder state. There is Stoneman Douglas down there. That's just one example of plenty. The Pulse nightclub shooting. Those are just two examples of literally thousands. Florida, literally, in 1 week, 5 times at least, they'll have Florida on the front page, maybe 4 or 5 times, some Florida ritual. And we literally get one today with Charles Rogers. Florida death. They use Florida and death rituals all the time. Almost daily. He was born in Michigan, died in Florida. It cannot be any better. The two states are just so death, killing, murder, sacrifice. You know, Detroit Lions. So, you know what? We gotta quickly do how many days he died from his birthday and then just move on to the other story. Because I think we got some good tidbits out of this. And, you know, if we're going to do two things at once, we'll get the big low-hanging fruits out of the way and then just, like, make a nice, concise video. So, May 23rd. First off, though, we gotta check his birth numerology. Because you know that what they did was he has the sacrifice numbers in his birth numerology. So, killing equals 47. They with a lifeless number 47. Then we get 29. Football equals 29. 143rd day of the year. Scotch Rite Freemasonry 143. But football, killing, Ohio equals 47. 29 is the birthplace of football. I know he's from Michigan, so, but those are both rivals anyway. So we had 173 days from his birthday. 5 months, 20 days. You know, death 52. 173 is the 40th prime. There's probably something there with 40 that I'm not really seeing right now. We can come back to that later. I'm probably gonna see it after the fact, or you guys probably see it right now. But we can do to his upcoming birthday as well. He dies 6 months, 13 days from his upcoming birthday as well. That's the 112 prime. I know it's a big Super Bowl number. Super Bowl equals 112. Could be a Super Bowl sacrifice. That's something you want to keep in mind as well. For something. So, you know, we might have to come back to that in another video. I don't fully see the riddle with his birthday right now, but you see where he died, his name, and everything else. And Charles Rogers, in case I didn't do his name, I think I did. We can do his full name. His initials are 39. Ours is the 18th letter. 1 plus 8 is 9. 26. The shape of the football, the Vesica Pisces, goes back to number 26 as well. Big God number. The key of David 216. Okay, so let's look at Don Cherry from Hockey Night in Canada was fired after 38 years today. And you know, Canada has that 144 gematria as well in the English Sumerian. So, and I've been saying English Sumerian is a good cipher to use, especially for these death rituals. Canada 144, connecting back to killing and time and death and sacrifices. But let's look at Don Cherry. Don Cherry, born February 5th, 1934. You know, murder 34. I know hockey equals 67. Let's see what else hockey equals. Hockey 67, 31, 95, 23. Just kind of get the numbers out here. 85 years old. But he lost his career after 38 years. Let's just type in Don Cherry. Look at the news on him. Don Cherry fired. You see people are already searching for it. Don Cherry. News. Propaganda. Might as well call it that. That's what it is. And distractions. Don Cherry, Canada's voice of hockey, fired for rant against immigrants. This is how he's supposed to retire, by the way. Like, this is a play. This is an actor for the federal government. 621. Don Cherry. You know, it's 43 initials, killing 43. This might take a little while for me to get, but we'll get it. Don Cherry equals 43. His initials 43. Masonic 43. Government 133. Football equals 133 43, but he's in hockey. Don Cherry 110 56. President equals those numbers. It's not a president, but he said you people. Here we go. So you want to just take what they're giving you. They're giving you people. They're saying that he said he referred to them as this. He called them you people, and he's getting fired because that's the world we live in these days. You people 32. Hockey equals no. Yes. Hockey equals 32. H when you reverse is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10, so reducing it only once, you get 10. So reducing everything only once in that, 32. Hockey 32, you people 32 in the same cipher. You people 49, 113, 130, where they're clearly trying to code 103. And they're clearly coding Scottish. I hope you know how they do this. So when you see this, especially these three numbers, and then like a little reshuffling or transposition of the number, you know that they're absolutely coding the pattern for what they're doing. This is the Scottish Rite Freemasons. Scottish 113, 32, 103. Which in numerology just dropped the 0, so it's literally the same, and then 49. See, this is what I'm trying to say. This is the Scottish Rite Freemasons putting on a ritual. This is a shaming ritual from the Freemasons. This is a Freemason being shamed. A Canadian Freemason like Justin Trudeau and his father. And Justin Bieber most likely too. Canadian Freemasons participating in the agenda. Cherry. Cherry equals 31, like hockey. See, Don Cherry, Don Hockey. That's why I typed in hockey first. Yes, we have the death, killing, murder, blood sacrifice type of thing. But the main thing also is that they didn't have to pay so much tribute to it because he's not really a blood sacrifice. Yes, it's 38 years. That's when they're canceling his stuff, getting rid of it. But they might end it there and just do more hockey branding. Don't forget, hockey does equal 67 like blood sacrifice, but it's mainly they're just doing hockey 31, cherry 31. There's always more than what I'm saying, but on the surface level, you see how they're leaking all these up. Don equals 33. You'll never forget that. And saying it's about immigration. Immigration equals 65, 70, 169. 13 times 13 is 169. You people with that connection to 13. Don Cherry 56. Immigration 65, the reflection. We can see how many days when his birthday today is. We should have done that. Started off. February 5th, 1934. So again, you want to do his birth numerology and see if you can find evidence of hockey numbers. You might not, but you get 41 to 13th prime. It's a connection to 14 or the 13. But again, hockey is the 31. So you don't always get it. You know, it's not always so simple. Does it mean it's a coincidence when you do get it? No, it doesn't mean that. It's not that cut and dry. But when you do it from the birthday, it always seals the deal to show that these people are coming out a specific day from the birthday, which means they're actors. It means they're doing what they're told to do. And then he's part of something too. 280 days, 9 months, 7 days. Death equals 97. 97 to 25th prime, that's 40 weeks. 4 connecting to death, but death 97, 38. So do you see how they're doing this? Death equals 97, 38. When you reverse the alphabetical order, it's 97. When you don't reverse the alphabetical order, it's 38. His career lasts for 38 years, getting fired, 9 months, 7 days from his birthday. This is what they're doing. I mean, how else do you think we can just plug and play gematria with these federal agents all the time, and it's always this clear what's just deciphered so neatly? It's because Hockey Night in Canada is from the Freemasons. Oh, nice. We're not even 20 minutes in. That's like 10 minutes per actor. Hockey Night in Canada, Israel 98, 341. The reflection of that is 143, like Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. 91, the 13th triangular number. There's a lot of 13s in this. I mean, hockey is 31, the reflection of 13. Oh, wait. There we go. That's where the 40 is from. See, I knew I should have done this from the beginning. I was thinking about it the whole time. In my head, but I just didn't piece it together. Hockey equals 40. And what is this? 40 weeks from his birthday. He's in the propaganda crap. It's complete propaganda crap. Immigration, now it's going to be tied to Trump and all this crap. You know what I'm trying to say. 40 weeks. I cannot believe this shit. Hockey 40. And how did this work again? K is the 11th letter. It's the master number. You don't need to reduce it. Likewise, 22. Any multiple of 11. So reducing everything but K, you get 40. And this is, as I was saying, you do it from the birthday. It'll sync up so well. And your only answer is then these are happening specific times from their birthday, which means one thing. This is an actor for the government. It's always that fucking simple. Wearing these red and blue pills of Freemasonry. Is this, what, a Poppy is wearing too? Poppy 88? Like Trump? That might not be a Poppy. I know that the British people, they wear... Oh, it is, because he's Canadian, and they pay tribute to the Queen, the actor. This guy looks like... Isn't this one of the royal family people, too? Look at him. That's what it looks like, but it doesn't matter who it is. He's clearly, wearing the shit that they like to wear. But that's besides the point right now. This really happening? So I saw this on YouTube. Logan Paul, he's doing this type of stuff. I thought that they were joking. Is he really a fighter now? Or it goes to show when I say when the federal government, this one world Masonic, Judeo-Zionist Catholic order says you do this, you do it. That time we saw Travis Scott, it wasn't really Travis Scott, but who knows, it actually could have been. But I said, oh, if this really was Travis Scott, it doesn't matter because they tell him what to do. If they say, hey, Travis Scott, you're not going to start boxing, you're going to fucking do it because you are our asset. These are actors, and he's going to do a specific amount of days from his birthday. This fight with Logan Paul, I guarantee you, is happening a specific amount of days from his birthday. Him and KSI. For KSI is linked up by the numbers of the yeah, of course. See, that's why I had to type it in. KSI 42. You guys literally see what they're doing. KSI 42, 39, nigger 42. I had to do it. I was like, okay, there's a black man here. He's a coded agent from the gang. Let's see if his name equals 42 like nigger. And it does. And 39 like Tuskegee, like slaves. MLK dying at 39. Malcolm X dying at 39. See what I'm saying? By the numbers, the world of entertainment is scripted by the numerical code. Look at this shit. Wearing the red and blue pills of Freemasonry. A bunch of pentagrams. Who do you think gave him that outfit? The same gang who runs 239 Arch Street, which showed the flag. You guys probably can't even see this. I'm not even going to show you much because they'll say, oh, you're copyrighting this. I guarantee you. It's actually probably good. Okay, that's all we're going to see. KSI wearing the Jesuit Order colors and Logan Paul wearing the red and blue pills of Freemasonry. That's insane. I cannot believe that. Let's see if we can skip back to Logan Paul. I'm going to show you the pills of Freemasonry. Look, there he is. Logan Paul with the red and blue pills of Freemasonry. And you saw KSI with the black and red Jesuit Order colors. Unbelievable. What does that tell you? It is the Catholic Church, the Scottish Rite Freemasons, the Jesuit Order, which is the Masonic order within the Catholic Church, putting this on. See? The Catholic Church dressing this actor up in costume. These are two actors in costume. And it goes without saying, this fight is obviously scripted by the numbers. You can put money on it and win money and all that type of stuff. It is from the gang. I cannot believe what we saw there. It's perfect. I'm closing the video after that. See